Good morning, happy people on the interwebs. Yeah, we're doing a double recording today for uploading in advance. We've got some pretty nasty weather coming in, so I figure if I get you some content out, it'll give you a little bit more to do in your day, even though I know I'm not going to get the content. But that's okay. That's what I'm here for. But so speaking candidly about the game for a minute, there are some improvements that I would make, mostly in the graphical realm. Player phases through map, player phases into map, player, climbs out of map, stuff like that. Hitboxes being funky. Yeah, just basic stuff. Was going to do this mostly on foot, but we're going to go around this part of the Astral Mountains. During the day. Yes, little fuzzy visitor. I know what you want. Yeah, I love you too, buddy. But you gotta go play, okay? Yeah, this is where you get to see my best impression of greased up deaf guy from Family Guy. You can't catch me! No, I'm not dealing with that. dog's going nuts over here trying to bury himself in the chair, apparently. Oh, that sucks. Anyway. What? Hmm? Yeah, I know. Your human dad loves you too. I don't know about your furry dad. He's kind of a bit of an asshole, but... literally, he's kind of a jerk. He's a little short chihuahua jerk who can be lovable at times, but also really mean at times. And I'm glad that our dog did not inherit or learn any bad behaviors from his biological dad. His mom, on the other hand, is a blue healer. She is one who likes to nip at people's feet. And almost as if a weird behavioral quirk, he does too. because the monster wasn't good enough. I got a cup of coffee while I was dropping her off at work. Wanted hot coffee this morning, but I didn't want a lot of it. All in game, stupid. Yeah, I just tried to portal out because I'm used to Path of Exile too. Good game, that, by the way. I totally look, not pooping on Palworld here. I actually really enjoy both, and Core Keeper's on the list of things that I really like too. But you know, like, until we get some decent weather to work with, because I'm not really, like, oh, okay, so on the note of the outdoors survival stuff that I was talking about before, so in the spirit of, you know, what survival is, surviving, and not making myself sick on purpose by going out in bad weather, because I'm not exactly in the best condition or shape right now, Palworld is effectively my primary channel content right now. And I did that on purpose. I was doing politics, but there's something I realized about that. Politics is a soul-sucking grind if you don't enjoy it. Okay? And the reality is if I wanted soul-sucking grind, I would have gone back to work for Walmart if they'd take me back. After that comment, they probably never will, but I don't really care. You know, some people out there would, you know, especially the older generations, would sit there and tell me to grow the fuck up, to which I'm gonna look at them and say, well, aren't you just a miserable piece of shit? And ignore them and treat them like, you know, they don't exist. Because effectively, that's what that kind of comment deserves. Look, I understand needing to pay the bills. That's fine. But you should not be in an environment that borders on being an abusive environment when doing it. Okay? And I know there's going to be some Walmart exec out there who's going to be mad at me for saying this, but, like, when you have an assistant manager that can cost the company over $5,000, and, you know, I only cost the company $500, I lost my job and he was still there, you know, it tends to kind of cock an eyebrow. That, and really being honest, I like working on cars, right? I love getting into the deep engine stuff. The stuff I did for Walmart for vehicles was nowhere near deep engine. It was, tires, batteries, headlights, windshield wipers, basic stuff that in reality people should be doing on their own anyway. And yes, I am of the belief that you should know how to mount and balance your own tires. Ooh, single shot rifle. Rank 3. That changes the gameplay paradigm a little bit. If I can get an armor to compete with it. Anyway. The problem with that being, of course, that the machines to actually do it and the skills to actually do it. Well, the skill to do it isn't hard to learn. It's easy enough to learn. And there's a bunch of tricks and stuff that you can learn to make it easier. But it is, if you want to do it quickly without too much issue, the cost can be kind of prohibitive on that angle. But if you have the testicular or chesticular fortitude to, you know, actually man up and do it, or woman up and do it. It doesn't matter which, because I've worked with women in the automotive industry, I've worked with men in the automotive industry. The sexism that was there is still existent a little bit, but it's not what it used to be. I don't so much call it sexism as I do respectful chivalry, i.e., no one is going to go ask a female auto worker to bench press a literal car engine, okay? She's going to get help from probably the whole shop in lifting that sucker, or you're going to have a machine do it, okay? That's not chivalry, that's workplace safety. You can't... It's... An engine block can range from 250 pounds, and in some cases can get up as high, depending on the size of engine that we're talking about here, as high as 10,000 pounds. The average automotive engine is anywhere from 400 to 600 pounds. So, again, depending on the vehicle. So, unless you're, what's the world's strongest man's name? Oh, man, I should know this one because I watch his stuff. My brain instantly wants to call him Eddie Brock because I'm a massive Venom fan, but I know that's not his name. And according to what I've heard, he's a really nice guy, too. It's a shame that my brain is just kind of effed up this morning, and it's not really necessarily my fault, per se, but it is, because, you know, it is my fault because there's a lot I could do to fix that. Better sleeping environment. I am literally sleeping in a chair using 2 footrests as an extender for the chair so I can, you know, treat it like a bed, which is not how you're supposed to treat a chair or footrests. It's going to inevitably cause them to break down faster than they normally would have. Yeah, I'm going to do the slide, I bet. Not much. But it's also causing my body to break down in really bad ways. I've put on more weight. My sleeping patterns are erratic. I toss and turn all night. I get very limited sleep. I'm almost certain that I would probably get more sleep on a military base on foreign seas at this point than what I do at my own home. So, you know. And again, that's my fault because I've had 30 different opportunities to improve it, but I keep letting everything else get in the way. For example, I've had the opportunity to get a bed here, a real proper bed here, probably 10 different times. You know, I've had the opportunity to adjust the futon that we have in the living room we're using as a couch for sleeping conditions by changing what's on it. I've had the opportunity to fix that and haven't done it. You know, it's literally no one's fault but my own. But I think, actually, I think I do remember his name. I think it's Eddie Hall. I believe. I feel like I'm really close on that, if not dead on. But I could be wrong. Hey, an upgrade for my compound bow. That's nice. And I'm going to drop again. So. But when we're talking about him, we're actually talking about a guy who's probably strong enough to basically palm a small 4-cylinder car engine like it's a basketball. Now, if I can do this without getting anyone's attention in the worst way possible, which this is usually better done at night, but this is a pretty quick way to get tech points if you find yourself lacking. It's also a really way to get in trouble with the PDIF. So, kind of gotta watch my tood here a little bit. Okay. And I want to dip down here. Out of sight, out of mind. Now, let's see. I need to get him caught up anyway. And he is caught up very quickly, actually. Get rid of the cotton candy. 2, 3, 4. Use... Oh, level up Anubis. I wish they give you actually the stats for each attack that you'd use the skill fruit for. Wind Cutter. Okay, just drop it on Desiemu. Snag these tech points, which are very welcome. Very, very welcome indeed. Okay, gotta get up out of this mist so I can see what I'm doing. That's just a flower. That's an Incineram. Knocked, I believe. I'm not interested in picking fights right now, so... I'm more interested in the boxes. My only interest in the boxes is actually the schematics this time. But they do also offer free tech points, which is also a huge, huge help right now. Huh. Yeah, that's the attention I didn't want to get. Right there. So we're going to dip down here. Just under the radar. And just kind of scan for any other boxes. And there is one there. Any other threats I need to be aware of? No. Okay. Cool. And now we'll go up to the highest plateau on the regular islandy part of this. I mean, that might come into play later. Okay. And there's just one more little part I want to scan over real quick. I don't see anything over here, but occasionally you get a chest in this corner. And if we can do this without getting any unwanted attention, might actually have a decent haul, but I'm not going to say it was very solid. If it were solid, I would have gotten like a rank 3 armor or something. This is a very time-consuming and boring thing for you guys to watch, but for me it's very nerve-wracking because if I get spotted, I'm dead, basically. Or I have to run for the hills. Which is fine because I have one of the faster flying pals, but these guys will pursue you for quite a bit. And while I can appreciate my little birdie's stamina that it does have, it's definitely not the best stamina rating in the game. Point in fact. And now that we have these awesome schematics, now I have to figure out how to make them. I don't think... it's not one that requires a key anyway. Medium pal souls are always useful. Some goodies. Yeah, I gotta change the image of the Christmas tree. I'd like to actually start up a poll for seeing what I should put up in next. I know Valentine's Day is the next major holiday, but okay. Okay. Well, then I know what that means I need to do. None of my pals are fire pals. So. Well, I know how to remedy that a little bit. Who put a campfire in front of my door? No. You don't do that. Okay, yeah, her character is still in this game, that's right. But that's okay. He wants a needle, he'll get a needle. Well, that's interesting. Really, really not supposed to happen. I need coal, not charcoal. See, I know exactly what that means. Or I don't get to unlock that until level 41, and it's going to take 5 minutes to get. Oh, that's gonna take a while. Okay. I actually was stupid just now. I should have unlocked this. Yep. That was 100% dumb. Okay. Well, that's okay. I'll have to recoup that idiocy and probably some other things. Oh, let's see. Um... Okay. You and you. Dude, please stop. Okay. So we're about to get some upgrades done. We'll start with the easy one. I don't know, I feel like I might have a higher one of those somewhere, but I'm not sure. Okay, why can't I do the armor? Cloth. Okay. Well... we'll fix that right quick and in a hurry then. Next objective is going to be doing some coal mines. Yep. I'm going to have to destroy my 2 bases. What I'd like to do is find a coal mine that is overlapping a sulfur deposit. So what I'm going to do is sign off of the recording and pull up the wiki map and browse for resources. Now, I kind of wish our regular map did that, had that functionality, but it doesn't. But I feel like could be drastically mistaken on this. I'll probably need to grab a red thermal shirt and replace it with another item. Just to be safe. I'll take it with me anyway. I'm probably going to end up going to Obsidian Mountain for this. I'm not sure how that's going to play out. But yeah, if you like the content, hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one, and hopefully I can do the mapping relatively quickly. But have a lovely day, and you know, hopefully you're having better weather than I am today.